Welcome to Trust the Cones.
Welcome to the Trust the Cones podcast.
What's going on, guys?
This is episode 20, I think.
I don't know.
Well, I was editing 19, and I haven't actually listened to it yet. So I think last one was 19. I think this one's 20.
Moving and grooving.
It's a milestone. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So next stop, 200.
Yeah.
It's good that we're doing these with some frequency now. We recorded what, like Thursday, and today's Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And nothing happened this weekend that took away what we talked about. So that's even better.
Yes.
Like nothing was negated and everything. So I have 2 usable podcasts that I will eventually get out. What's going on?
Not too much. I'm pretty excited. I just I got a Tropius traded to me finally on Saturday on Community Day, and it had a very, very small chance to roll for Great League.
Yeah.
And it didn't. And I was kind of sad. I was like, oh man, that stinks. Oh well, I'm happy to finally get it in my decks though.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I posted in our Discord, you know, looking for a Tropius, you know, under 1500 CP. And I got a DM not too long after saying, you know, hey, I got one for you. It's super low. Like, do you want it? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, I will take it if it's guaranteed to roll that low. So he traded it to me. It was King from our Discord, so
cool,
thanks, yeah. King. It came out to be 454. So I dumped Rare Candy into it, unlocked the second move, and I leveled him up, and he is now beautiful 1498.
Nice. What's his stat distribution like? Did you appraise him or?
I did. Let me get that right now for it. It is 5914.
Gorgeous.
So yes.
Gorgeous.
Oh, I just hatched 3 Happenings.
Really?
Yeah.
I need one.
Well,
we're doing a special tonight. I'll take a Happening.
all right.
And I don't have one yet.
Yeah, I just hatched 3 of them.
Well, that's pretty great.
That's really great.
I guess.
I'm happy about it.
If he gets lucky for me, that will be good.
None of them are any good, but...
Oh, shoot. I thought this was a Chansey quest, but apparently it's not. Oh, that's disappointing. I've been loving these Chansey quests. Like, it's been one of the best things about the event.
Yeah.
So what I did this morning is I went downtown and I got a bunch of the Love Disc one.
Okay.
So I stacked 3 or 4 Chanseys.
Very nice.
And then
Smart.
I went... There's a bunch of deer over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, there are.
Then I went through and got a bunch of the Rare Candy quests. And we'll just do one after another. Get 3 Rare Candy quests.
Nice.
Bang it out. So I got 36 Chansey candy today.
Wow.
And then I was driving around here and I saw a Chansey. And I knew where all the quests were still.
Nice.
So I was able to find 2 more really fast. And just for a wild Chansey. So
That's awesome.
It's been a very good... I also had a Tropius problem the other day, which was a good problem to have, but it took all my Rare Candy. So I got to load it back in. Get some refills.
I'm super excited about those hatches.
Was it your first Happening?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good things come in 3s, like Happening. Apparently. I don't have one yet, but I don't have 7Ks, so there's no shot of me having one.
Yeah. There's still a few others I need. I still need the Bonsly.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, obviously.
Yeah.
That one seems pretty rare. I don't know a lot of people that even got that one.
I've seen it a few times, so the hunt is on.
How was your Community Day?
Oh, it was decent. I got 3 within the first 6 minutes. 3 shinies in the first 6 minutes.
Pretty great.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, I'm set now. I wound up getting 17, so it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a wild 100, so that was cool too, because I didn't have a 100.
So we did Community Day at a mall, and there was the 100 was found right at the mall, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty convenient.
The first stop that it was posted at was actually the wrong stop. So there's Macy's Mural.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 that are just called Macy's Mural, and 1 that's called Macy's Mural 2. And the guy said it was at Macy's Mural 2. I was like, all right, sweet, I know where it is. So I walked over to it, like, I can't find this thing. Like, it must have despawned. Because lures were up and everything, so I figured it was just like a lure spawn.
Right.
So I started walking back towards the front of the mall, and Snowflake and Tom were riding around together, and they had found it. So they drove to the front of the mall. They're screaming my name, Bill, Bill, it's still there, hop in. So I hop in, she drives me back around to where it was, and I was able to catch it. So that was pretty
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
It's a good ending.
Yeah, I was happy about it.
Were you guys boosted the whole time?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sunny boost, I assume.
Yes.
You know, it was funny, when Community Day was scheduled, on the 14th day, it had to snow. And up until about like 3-4 days before Community Day, it was supposed to snow.
Wow.
And we ended up getting sun instead.
Yeah. It still works out, yeah.
So I was a little sad about it because that meant I couldn't get a good one for PvP. I wanted to get one with the really low attack for 1500.
Yeah.
But the lowest I can get obviously is 4 when it's weather boosted. So that was a mild disappointment. But outside of that, I had a good one. We went to New York. We weren't going to, but then like a series of coincidences had us drop my one kid off on the turnpike, kind of like halfway.
Just left him on the turnpike?
Exactly. We met my wife's parents right off the turnpike, and we were exit 7 Jersey Turnpike, which is like, you know, like 50 minutes from Philadelphia or like an hour and 10 minutes from New York. And we're just like, forget about it. So we had my younger son, so that made it not quite as convenient as it usually would be to do New York with just me and Michelle.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, still New York. I encountered 597 Swinub.
Wow.
In 3 hours.
That's insane.
And I think if I do it again, I can be much more efficient and get like a much bigger number.
That's crazy.
So, what I was doing is I would let the gotcha tag something, then I would click and catch or shiny check something else, and then move to the next one. So it was always, the gotcha was always going, but then in between when it was going, I was, you know, catching myself.
Yeah.
And you could usually fit in 1 quick catch or 2 checks in between. And it was insane. It was so good. It kept going, and 585 catches I think I got, or 535, or 5 catches.
Wow.
And
I think I caught around like 300 or something like that, so still a decent amount.
I had no bank because I'd been clearing my bank to get chances so I could have chances ready in case I get
yeah.
So it was a huge number, and I honestly think that I could do like, you know, another like 25% higher.
That's crazy.
Basically, I found that like if you go east to west in Manhattan, I was driving the whole time. If you go east to west, you can't cross quickly because there's just so much traffic.
Yeah.
But if you continuously go north to south, so go up and then down and then up and then down, you can have minimal stoppages and be encountering the whole time. And I'm going to put up a huge number next time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it. So
now you know for, you know, the next time you go for 5 million too. Like.
Oh yeah. Well, that's nothing now. I mean, I feel like not knowing what we know now and quick catch, it just like is so much easier.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. We had a great time in the city. There's a Chansey here on the right. My box is full, so I can not catch it.
I was opening gifts for eggs, and I clicked out of it, and just as I did, it went away because we went too far from it, so I didn't get it. It's fine.
You don't have the quest, do you? I can go back.
No, I don't have a quest right now, so it's okay.
I'm loving this Chansey thing. We got, I think it was 36 candy in New York yesterday, and I got 36 this morning and 6 more. So that's like a lot of raids that would have done, you know?
Yeah.
Especially the way that I get like 175 revives every single raid. So,
yeah.
People complain about revive crisis, and all I do is delete revives. It's so bad.
Yeah, I do. I delete a lot of revives, potions, blue balls.
Yeah, you always gotta delete the blue balls.
Nobody likes blue balls.
No.
PG.
We gotta be careful. People's YouTube channels are getting banned out of nowhere.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, I was surprised. I felt very, very bad for one of the parties and couldn't care less about a different party.
I mean, I could care less about either of them.
I like Nick. I think like, I don't watch him per se that often, but I think he does put out some quality stuff, and he's good for the community. And you know, he did a Boulder Cup tournament report, which I thought that A, was a well done like tournament report, and B, I thought he played really well, so he got a lot more of my respect after that. Like, I don't know, I see him as like a Pokemon player who's also really, really good at making videos.
Yeah. No, I do feel bad for him though. That like sucks, because apparently it's like terminated. So it's not like suspended or anything like that. They said it was terminated, which is a very, very hard process to get it back into place.
So I thought of 2 jokes involving us in this.
Okay. Joke
number 1, you know, we still have an active YouTube channel, so if you don't know anywhere to subscribe, you have us. And then joke number 2 is if ours got terminated, no one would notice.
It's true, except us.
Would we notice?
I think we would notice.
I don't know. I wouldn't notice until I go to post something again. We're really bad at checking it. But yeah, so that's my story. But it really stinks, like, to put all that effort in and have it just go away because of some algorithm or whatever.
Or it might not even be that. It could possibly be people trolling and reporting it. And if you get enough people that report it, then it does that as well too.
Does it really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it could
Lucky
just be
no one knows who we are, so we don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it stinks. I feel really bad.
Especially like that's, you know, good source of income and everything like that. That's their job. So,
didn't Chantrix have like 1 million followers or something?
I don't even know.
Like rappers have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous how good he did with it. And again, I mean, he made some really good videos.
Yeah.
Made some bad videos too, but the quality of the video was always good.
Yes, absolutely.
I think. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a total shame. So, yeah, I evolved, I think, 5 with Ancient Power. And I was happy with that.
Nice.
I don't know, it's...
I evolved the 100, so I have that with Ancient Power.
Okay.
That might eventually change, because that one will probably get maxed out.
Yeah,
Even though I might, like, max that out and just keep that for PvP, because obviously I'd want 100%. But I don't know. I did one for each league.
You're almost never gonna, like, if you're using in raids, you're gonna be using Avalanche most of the time anyway.
So you just Ancient Power and Avalanche.
Yeah, and it's not the end of the world. I mean, I think that's fine.
That's probably what I'll wind up doing. I think I did 4. 1 for each league, and then the 100.
Yeah, I did 1 shiny, and then 1 for each league.
Well, 1 for each league all happened to be shinies.
Oh, okay.
I made them all shinies.
My shinies were all really bad CP efficiency. Like, they were all evolving to, like, 1456 and stuff. So I couldn't get anything that was close to 15.
Ah, man.
So it was frustrating. Did you get the Trader Pokemon quest?
Let me see here. I have to check. I do not have a trade of...
You want to trade me anyway?
Well, yeah, I mean...
So, I was supposed to play a Great League tournament this weekend, but I ended up not being able to make it. And you were going to try to play it too, and you didn't make it.
Yeah, got stuck at work too late.
But I'm still pretty happy that we had a decent turnout from what I understand.
Nice.
And regular grade has changed so much from early on. When, like, it was like Altaria all day, and now it seems like people have answered that. And there's other good stuff too, and like, you know, the body slammers and the counters and the razor leafers are all doing really well.
Yeah, anytime I've been doing PvP, I've been doing like Twilight type stuff.
Okay.
So I haven't done anything regular in a while. I don't even really have a team set up. I've been doing just the tournament type stuff for now. Just to practice.
I have a Great League tournament coming up online that I really want to do well in, so I kind of didn't get to play that tournament, but made some changes because of it, and I got kind of schooled this morning. It stinks. I play some pretty good people in PvP, so it's tough to win a lot. But on Twilight, I knew the meta really well and understood it, and I'd say like I was probably running like a 85-90% match win rate for a long period of time against like really good people. But since I switched back to great, I'm just getting whooped. Yeah, it's such a like humbling thing, you know. Here I am, like I'm so great, and then all of a sudden just like smash. Like, I don't know, panicking that I can't beat Skarmory and yada yada yada. So, I guess it's a good dose of reality before I play another ranked tournament.
Yeah.
But I am playing at least one more Twilight. It's going to be an online one. And then I may play one this weekend, depending on how things work out. Yeah,
I definitely want to try and get a Twilight in, since I do have a team set up for it now.
Yeah. And I mean, you're coming off a 3-1 in your Boulder, so like you can really help your ranking with another.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any ranking type stuff or anything
it's not
like
out
that
yet. So who knows what it's going to look like or how it's going to be. You may be ahead of me because you beat me once, even though I haven't lost the ranked thing yet.
Yeah.
But I guess I've lost ranked great, but not ranked cup.
Okay.
I don't know how it works. So.
You do a lot more tournaments than I do.
I do. I definitely do a lot of tournaments. I try to play as many as I can because I played Magic the Gathering forever, and I used to love the tournaments, but I hated like being around Magic players.
Yeah.
So this is like a nice thing because I like the people we play Pokemon with, and online tournaments means I don't got to see anybody.
Yeah.
So it's a good mix of social and antisocial simultaneously.
That's always good.
You saw the new cup that's coming, right?
I did.
Tempest Cup.
Tempest Cup, yeah.
So it's ice, lightning, or it's electric, other people call it.
Yeah.
Flying and ground.
Yep.
And what sticks out to me immediately is there's no natural counter for ice.
Yeah. Which
I think is interesting. Lapras immediately seems to shine to me.
Yeah, I need to get a Lapras under 1500.
My wife has a Frost Breath Ice Beam one. That's an extra. She has 2 of them. And then I have a extra Frenzy Plant Venusaur under 15. So we're gonna trade those.
Lucky. very nice. I'm jealous.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to be lucky 'cause it's old as hell.
Yeah.
She has.
I'm saying you guys are lucky though,
Yeah,
because
lucky that we have the option to do it.
yes.
But even so, Ice Shard's the move you want, not Frost Breath. So,
Well,
I mean, it'd be nice.
I'm not going to get exactly what I want. I know that, but
Yeah.
I just want a Lapras under 1500. So
I've had a lot of difficulty finding a Ice Beam or an Ice Shard one locally. There's not a lot of people who have it. So,
yeah, I saw you post looking for it.
yeah, I know my usual go-tos too. People who've like hoarders who've been playing since the beginning and
Mhm.
keep stuff like that, and no luck so far. We'll see if it turns around. There's been some random legacy moves coming around, so I don't know. I think it should be a fun format. I thought that Twilight was extremely well balanced, so I'm hoping they stay in that direction.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it all ends up playing out.
Yeah, I like the tournaments. They're fun, and it gives me like different things, like because I don't know what to power up really anymore, so it gives me some things to be able to power up, some random things that I probably wouldn't have before.
I got a 1492 Lapras I can trade.
All right,
It's Frost Breath and Hydro Pump. It doesn't have the old moves, but
I don't care.
okay. And it should roll down. It's 93%
Okay,
at 1492.
well we'll give it a shot.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm excited to test something new. I think that Sylph did a nice job announcing it a little earlier than last time to give people time. And I think the timing of doing it right during Triple Dust thing happening,
Yeah.
kind of makes things better. How'd you do on Dust?
I don't know exactly. I think I did like 200K probably, maybe around there. I'm down to like only 500,000 right now because of the Tropius. I'm boosting that up and everything.
I'm up to 500,000, which is good. And I was at 0 when Saturday started. So I did around 360 or so during the event itself.
Okay.
But then being in New York did a lot. And then I did a mega grind this morning.
Nice.
I'm not going to get to play much this week, so I tried to get it all out
Makes sense.
the last 2 days, So yeah. Have you done any practicing with the boosted moves at all?
I use Venomoth, and I tried it. I haven't really noticed anything.
Yeah, so when it first came out, I was testing it with Venomoth because I'm such in that Twilight mode.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then I saw a video of someone in Game Pass, I don't remember who, doing with Giratina,
Okay.
where it ancient powers and then it lasts long enough for it to matter, and then it Shadow Claws, so it's just absolutely destroying people.
Okay.
I was like, okay, so this thing actually does work. It just, I think by the time Venomoth fires off a charge, it's like the end of Venomoth. It's not going to live much longer after that.
Yeah, so maybe I just have to try some different Pokemon to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's all we can do, right? Let's try and see what happens. I'm surprised they did so few moves.
Yeah. I was too. I feel like they'll add more eventually.
I'm sure they will, and I imagine they'll do it. I mean, it felt like they were doing things in sync with, the first of the month when Sylph would change their tournaments. So it was surprising for them to go off that schedule. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What do you think of the snapshot that they're adding?
It doesn't affect me, but I know a lot of people really like it.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so you're more of an AR person than I am.
I haven't done AR in a really long time, but I think it's going to be the fact that, like, I mean, you've caught it already. You should have been able to take a picture of, like, whenever you want, stuff like that.
Well, how many times did people take pictures of shinies that would run away?
Exactly.
Afterwards, and they couldn't get it back.
Yep. So, I mean, that happened to me on Bulbasaur Day. I had one that I tried to take an AR photo of, and then it wasn't there because then, like, AR got stuck, and I had to restart the game, and then the shiny wasn't there anymore, and yeah, I was super upset about that. So.
As you should be. I mean, that was the reason to be upset. So this is a nice fix for that.
Yes, definitely.
I think there's a casual element who really will like it too.
Absolutely.
And I think, I mean, my wife, like, she really liked doing AR photos for a while, and I think having time to do it, and like, it's one thing to like catch a Pokemon and find something that's around you when you catch it and make it work.
Yeah.
But if you have like an idea in like a certain part of Philly, and like you can bring the Pokemon to that spot to try it and like make it happen, make the picture you want exist, Yeah,
I mean, I know people that were like holding on to their Celebi so they could take pictures of Celebi like in different places and stuff like that.
Completely. There's a good amount of people doing that.
Yeah, and so they weren't catching their Celebi, and now they can catch their Celebi and not have to worry about that.
Toxicroak.
Yep. Krogunk, but
damn it.
Same thing.
Someday I'll get a name right of a Pokemon. I got 2 of the Chansey quests already in the street, so we just gotta find the Chansey now.
Yeah, I don't have a Chansey banked.
No, neither do I. Use them all. I would raid one, I think, if I had 3
Yeah.
of the encounters. But that would involve finding one to raid as well, so that's a tough thing. One of the things I noticed about Community Day was it was awesome,
Yes.
which is a departure from other Niantic Community Days.
Yeah,
I thought the spawn rate was incredible.
it was. The spawns were awesome. And then I actually went to one of the local parks, and somebody had lures up before the Community Day started. And I was like, oh no. So I went and I actually said something to him, like, hey, you know, just so you know, the spawns might not be as good, because technically you're supposed to wait until Community Day starts before you drop them to get the spawns. But that didn't seem to be affecting it at all.
In Europe, they actually said before it happened that they had been doing it and they had no trouble.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's really great. It's a huge quality of life thing where we used to, like, drop lures at, like, 29.59, so they would, like, block someone else from doing it. But it's nice to know that that's not an issue anymore. The nest seems like they weren't
taking over
everything.
Yeah, they did a lot of things right.
Yeah.
It's like they're actually listening and correcting things.
I'm gonna leave this Love Disc quest here and come get it on the way back. See what else is here first. There's the Chanseys nearby, right?
Not that I see.
No. Yeah, so like the Long Island Mega Nest, for example, was really, like, debuffed, so people could still get stuff. It wasn't a day where you were surrounded by event spawns.
Yeah.
I mean, I really saw very few event spawns during the thing. It seemed like regular spawns and a whole heck of a lot of swim up.
Yeah,
So
which was great.
I took some video of me playing in the city. It's awesome. Like, just playing there and having, like, street corners of, like, 12 Swinub and all the stops loaded and everything. So I'll post some of that with the podcast.
Cool.
So people can check it out. I would highly recommend, if you ever get a chance to play Community Day in New York, to do it. It's really, really fun.
Yeah, I haven't been up there for a Community Day, so I'll have to do that.
My second one I've been up there, and the first one was rough.
Win 5 gym battles. That's Lapras, isn't it?
Is it really?
I think so.
Well, you don't even need me then. Is it really Lapras? I thought it was Machamp. I've been deleting it.
It was. I think it's Lapras now, though.
Huh. Maybe I should have been deleting it.
I'm gonna hang on to it, actually, so I'm full.
There's a red gym right over here in the loop that I'm taking, so.
Oh, alright.
You can just crush it. Not me, though, because I deleted it, obviously. Like a dope. Level 1 Porygon, boom.
Oh, man. I remember when I couldn't catch Porygon, or hatch one.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Jeez.
It's such an effort for you, and then it was like, now it's easy.
Yep.
Did you, outside of the hundo, did you get any other good ones?
No. I mean, I got a 15, 15, 13, and one other thing. I can't remember exactly what it was, but nothing great.
I got a 15, 15, 9 Shining, which is kind of cool. It's not the best thing ever, but it's...
That's cool.
Decently high level and stuff. So
yeah.
I was like, you know, I'll go with it. I haven't checked them all yet, but so far, I'm really disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen one above 90, which is really hard because of...
How many? And boosted,
And
too.
boosted, yeah, that's the thing. It just...
That's crazy.
I always seem to run bad on Community Day. And, you know, there's, like, maps and stuff, and people were posting hundreds in New York. And
yeah.
It seemed like there were not many on Manhattan that were posted.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Alright, let me just run through this with a Machamp team real quick.
I'll go in with you just so you can have a body.
They're all pretty low level, too.
I don't care. I'll let you do it yourself, then. I don't want to have to ruin my wrap and have to do a gym. It would be a tragedy.
Yeah, this should be pretty quick.
So aside from the Chansey part of this event, I've not really been excited about it.
Yeah.
Double Candy is cool, but I haven't... Like, I want to catch, like, Shieldon.
Yeah.
And I can't catch a Shieldon.
Because there's none, yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't gotten a kitty yet.
No?
No, we saw 3 of them on the nearby yesterday, but they're always, like, 40 blocks away. That's the downside of the extended radar, right? Because it's like... It shows you things that are so far away that you're never actually going to them.
Yep.
And then they stick on you nearby so long and it ruins it.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's like, man, I really want to go get that, but
yeah,
that's 30 blocks away, which is not easy to get.
Same thing with raids too. You turn the thing, it's like 15 raids. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And they're all like 20 minutes walking away, and it's like, that's not helpful. I guess it's better. I guess it's more helpful than not helpful.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I gained nothing from that. The extra distance.
I can see a couple more gyms from my house now
that's
that
awesome.
I wasn't able to.
That's really good for you.
Yeah, I can see 2 extra ones. One of them's one that closes at like 8 p.m. though.
Okay.
But I mean, it's still nice to be able to see more gyms and stuff like that.
Did you see that lawsuit that got settled?
I saw about a lawsuit. I didn't know if anything got settled or anything.
No. So this is part of the settlement. Was all that stuff they were posted about. So Niantic got sued because of some trespassing thing.
Okay.
And as a result of that, there's like rules they have to do. So if a single family residence sees a like within 40 meters of their house, they can request to have it closed.
That's crazy.
Which, I mean, I think about our biggest parks. That is like a park with all stops around the border, and there's all people's
everything
houses.
is going to be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people have to know they can complain.
It's true.
But yeah, I think it's going to be.
If you don't care, I'm just going to take this gym out and drop in real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it. Okay. I think it's going to be potential for people to really. I don't know. Like the town we're now is Hatboro, and there was a gym right over there.
Yeah.
And it was in a public street in the middle of the road.
Yep.
We would park there, we would fight the gym, and we would leave. And there was a couple of houses that would just yell at us.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're literally on a public street. Like, we're not on your property or anything. And, like, we're not a disruptive group. And they asked to get it removed, and they got it removed. And I just think about how many other places are going to do that same thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to make the game tough if there's stops and gyms that are going to just keep disappearing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you think about 40 meters of a single family residence. That's an awful lot of places that can be blocked. And again, there's people like me who would never complain.
Yeah.
But there's other people who would definitely complain. And then on the other hand, cities get even more valuable because they're not single family. So cities can't complain because it's like an apartment, you know, and so that's that. There's a couple others. They're going to be working with Google to figure out when parks close. And there's going to be a lot more stops that are closing and stuff. If there's a raid of 10 or more people, there's going to be a notification.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's 10
to be respectful and things like that. Which I feel like, for the most part, you know, Pokemon players are.
But there's bad apples. I mean,
there's in anything. There's bad apples in life.
Oh, totally. Totally. But I'm mad. I'm bitter because I lost one of the gyms by my house, and I haven't raided there in forever. Maybe hit and run occasionally or something. But I'd pass it 4 to 6 times a day organically. It wasn't like I was even going out of my way for it.
And it's a gold gym.
It's a gold gym, so 6 to 8 items every time. That really adds up. And it was a bunch of people raided it the other day, and you know, the idea was hit and run.
Yeah.
But like some person was a little bit late, and then all of a sudden like 4 of them sat in the parking lot and tried to get it. And then, oh wait, the gym's gone 3 days later. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
And they'd asked us not to raid there a bunch of times. There were people who know we've been asked not to raid there a bunch of times. Are you done, Jim?
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Lapras.
Nice.
1114.
That's well under 1500.
Sweet.
So I guess I don't need to trade you one anymore.
I mean, you still can.
I don't care. I mean, it's 93. I'll keep it around. Not the end of the world.
It'd be less candy I'd have to use.
Well, candy's not an issue for Lapras.
No,
you probably have infinite candy.
I only have 213.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a maxed out Lapras too.
I did too. I'd love it.
Yeah, I have a maxed out 100% Lapras. So.
Yeah, I have a Ice Shard Ice Beam one that's right under 2500.
I don't have any Ice Shard ones, so there's that. But that's okay.
That was the problem. Is like Frost Breath was the better move, except for defending.
Yeah.
And you know how much I care about defending a gym. So
not at all.
Yeah.
The best defender is Golden Raz.
Best defender is
Error 29.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with. I think I'm in like 25 gyms right now. Not that many, like 15 gyms right now.
Wow, I think I'm in 1.
I've just been throwing in like crazy. It's the power of Mystic.
Yeah, I'm in 2.
So right before we started, news leaked out that Charles, or he spells it like Che Rolls or something.
Yeah.
He had found in the code. Well, there's a new loading screen on the new update.
I did see that.
And it has Schmergle or Schmeagle, whatever the hell he's called.
Yep.
So that'd be fun to get something new. I hope it's a quest. I like quests.
There's a Miltank.
It's not a Chansey.
It's not.
So that'll be fun. And then Mr. Mime was on it too.
Cool.
Yeah. Have I told you how much I hate Mr. Mime? Have you talked about this?
I think we talked about it in the last pod, because you can't beat him.
Yeah, so my friend Dan uses it all the time, and I can't beat it.
What moves does he use?
Confusion and Shadow Ball. He doesn't even unlock the second move.
Really?
And he just owns the heck out of me. And, like, I'm positive it's not actually good.
Because I have this right now, so I need to change the move, but...
His reason for going Shadow Ball is Confusion does so much damage that, like, against something that doesn't resist Psychic, it's dead anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not good. I mean, Venomoth is, like, better.
I have that I can use.
1496.
So, yeah.
If I have to lose, that's what's gonna happen. Is you'll end up playing, I'll end up playing you. You'll play Mr. Mime, and I'll just lose to it. So I'll end up running T-Tar just to combat it.
Yeah.
You know, I had T-Tar in my online league team.
Yeah.
And he ended up not playing last minute, so I took it out and switched it into.
Are you using SmackDown T-Tar?
Yeah, it was SmackDown T-Tar with a Crunch Dough.
See, I unfortunately don't have a low enough SmackDown T-Tar.
I saved one intentionally because when that day happened, they had said that it was going to be level based for stuff, or CP based. So I just kept like a 796 or something.
Yeah, I wish I had a low one. I'm gonna have to try and find one to get traded to me.
Yeah.
So I have higher level SmackDown T-Tars I could trade for it as well too.
I may have a shiny under.
If you do, I will trade for it.
Let me look.
Because that's
it may roll up though. That's the only problem.
Yeah. You never know until you try though.
That's a good point.
So this is the team.
Oh no, it's not. It's a 965.
Oh, nice. That's what I've been using right now.
Alright, so I'll read it out loud. It's Toxicroak, Venusaur, Drapion, Skunk Tank, Frostlass, and Venomoth.
Yeah.
The team looks really familiar to one that I used.
Yeah?
It's exactly the same 6.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I believe those are the best 6 to use it, like, together.
Mm-hmm.
I have replaced Ivysaur. Venusaur is now Ivysaur.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, so the reason why is I was using Razor Leaf. At that point, you might as well use the bulkier, better option. So it's expensive. I think it's like level 37 or 38 or something.
Okay.
But that's what I did with that instead.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna want to spend the dust, and I mean the candy's not a problem, but I
didn't do it for then. But about a week later, I was just like, I really want to try it, and I love it so far.
Well, I mean, I have.
The hundo will be less. Mine was like 14 or something.
Okay, and then I have that, which I don't even know the IVs on it.
But it looks pretty good to be 1200 and 4500. Yeah. So
maybe and what? Just Razor Leaf,
Sludge Bomb, and Power Whip, I think it is, or whatever the Power Whip thing is like. It's the one that's not Solar Beam.
So maybe I'll mess around with that then. I haven't tried that yet.
I think it's better. I don't think it's 200,000 dust better.
Okay. But, I mean, both of those aren't going to require 200,000 dust with where they're at. Because they're pretty higher level. They're higher levels, so
and
that helps me a little bit.
I imagine the Venusaur you have is probably good, right?
No, it's just shiny.
Okay. Oh, that's convenient then.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was like a 98. So it was like, it's not as efficient as it could be. But I found in testing how many times I would have trouble with Venusaur. It's actually, I was playing my wife, and she just couldn't beat Venusaur. And it was like, if she can't beat it, I'm guessing most people are going to have trouble with it too. Yeah. And it really, it's a great lead, and it crushes certain matchups, and it hangs with Toxicroak. I really liked it. I think it's underrated. And I like that you're not using Azumarill.
I have one too, but I don't know. It
never in the top 3.
Yeah, it just the poison kills it. And when people aren't shielding against certain things and they're just letting it die out, I'm confused by that move. Why aren't you shielding against this? Yeah. To make it last a little bit longer.
People use your shields weird, and
I mean, I don't think I'm the most efficient with it either, but
there's a stylistic element to it too, where sometimes you want to use your shields early, sometimes you want to use them late.
I think you have to know the person you're battling too, as well, a little bit.
Oh, and that makes a difference. At least know their team of 6, Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. Well, that's all I really had. It was going to be a short one today, and I think we've covered everything new and exciting. Yeah.
There's nothing else I can think to cover.
All right, then. Well, let's call it a night.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, as always, and I hope you guys are appreciating the frequency that we're putting these out now. We're planning on keeping that up as much as possible. So
we get to see each other now. It's been for the longest time we'd see each other once a month or something. Yeah. And, bust out a bunch of content in a short period of time, and now we get to actually hang out for a bit.
It's weekly. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun.
But yeah, thanks guys. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.